Las Vegas Sayadaw Javana Niyama. Now we'll talk about Javana arising. It may sometimes arise 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, or many times. We should know what kind of Javana, what kind of thought process, and how many Javana will arise. Under what conditions can Javana arise only once? 1. At first attainment of Mahagata Apana Javana, after Gotrabhu, Javana arises just once. 2. Upon attainment of Abhinya, superintellect, Javana. This too arises just 1 time. What's Abhinya? It is the 5th form sphere wholesome consciousness, as well as the 5th form sphere functional consciousness. When they arise, Javana arises just 1 time. 3. Upon attainment of Maggachitta. When Magga consciousness arises, this Javana arises just 1 time. 4. For non-returners and arahants, upon emergence from Nirodha Samapatti, supreme cessation. For anagami, anagami phalasiddha will arise just 1 time, and for arahants, arahata phalasiddha will also arise just 1 time. Under these 4 circumstances, Javana will only ever arise 1 time. What about 2 times? There will be 2 arisings of the 4th arupa Javana preceding Nirodha Samapatti. As an anagami or an arahant tries to gain supreme cessation, 2 neva sanya nasanyanatana Javana will arise before the cessation of mind and mental factors. The Javana will be wholesome consciousness for non-returners and functional consciousness for arahants. What about 2 or 3 times? For a person of average faculty, Phala Javana will arise 2 times after Magga. And for a person of keen faculty, it will arise 3 times, before gaining jhana or Magga. Sense sphere Javana will arise 3 or 4 times. Upon the first attainment of jhana, there arises 50 analysis of thought processes, parikama, upakara, analoma, and gotrabhu, right? This is sense sphere Javana, right? 4 times. 4 times for whom? Those of average faculty, but there's no parikama, so only 3 times for those of keen faculty. Under what other circumstances does Javana arise 4 times? Reflecting Javana at the time of the twin psychic phenomena, or twin miracles. This was something that happened with the Buddha when he displayed special powers by causing his left eye to water and his right eye to emit fire. To emit fire, he had to develop the fire kasina, and to emit water, he had to develop the water kasina. The mind is very fast. When the Buddha displayed this twin miracle, Javana arose 4 times. How about 5 times? Reflecting Javana for Savakas, followers or disciples of the Buddha, when they displayed psychic powers. So reflecting Javana was 4 times for the Buddha but 5 times for them. Also, Kamavakara Javanas at times of death and fainting arise 5 times. Just before we die, our mind and body are weak, so during these feeble processes Javana arises just 5 times. Similarly, when fainting or receiving a head injury as an example, Javana arises only 5 times. Additionally, sometimes a ghost or spirit will attach to your body and you will forget things. In those moments, only 5 Javana arise. Sometimes Javana will arise 6 or 7 times. With 5 sense door thought processes or mind door thought processes, Kamavakara Javanas run 6 or 7 times, but never more than 7 times. And sometimes Javana will arise many times. During sustained attainment of jhana, there will be just jhana many times. It's the same during sustained attainment of phala, just phala many times. Before we move on, let's spend a couple more minutes talking about abhinya, psychic powers. How many of these do we have? 5, right? Here, we're talking about celestial ear, celestial eye, reading others' thoughts, and reminiscence of previous births. In order to display these psychic powers, what do you have to do? First, you should be able to gain all of the form sphere jhanas. The 5th form sphere jhana is wholesome consciousness for those who are not arahants, and functional consciousness for arahants. After attaining this jhana, you emerge from this reflecting process and then enter the resolution process. This is what you want. Do you want to hear something, see something? Do you want to read someone's mind? What happens will depend upon your resolution. Then, you will develop the 51 Las Vegas Sayadaw fifth jhana again. After that reflecting process, Abhinyu will arise just one time. At that point, you can show your psychic powers. 52.